My name is Jose Serrano-McClain. I am an organizer at the Queens Museum and a co-founder of Trust Art. We're not operating like a true community organization, or in the sense we're not operating by picking a target and getting that target to say yes or no. What we think we're doing is just using this energy that is among artists now to work in the public, to work with community organizations, and try to merge those things gracefully. When you're working with any kind of art context, there's a horizontality that emerges because it becomes easier for you to become an expert at something. You might not be an expert in political science, and you may not be a traditional and trained artist, but everyone has access to the same tools that, from where art comes from, which is imagining things. Trust Art has been an experiment in funding public artworks. And I guess it's based on the premise that public artwork is a really interesting place to begin when it comes to creating collaborative structures. So we began with the idea of calling our funders shareholders, and now we're moving to calling them trustees. So it's an ongoing experiment in finding interesting ways to fund public artwork. There are ways to build that community over time. I guess one of the ideas that we have been experimenting with that worked very well for the projects that we launched with has been creating a regular series of events around the milestones of their projects. So that's not only helpful for people who have donated towards the project and to see that the project is sort of progressing through its milestones, but it actually creates an entry point for new people to become part of the project. Since there's a sense that there's an open door policy around each of the projects. There's a shift happening from the artist in the studio, and some institution or some patron saying, "You are the one, let me elevate," whereas of course the other side of that is that artists have always been entrepreneurs and have always been finding ways to make their work happen. If I have to boil it down to one thing, art has the power to transform society because art has the power to become an invitation to people to work creatively together.